Eloise Ansell here. I am an intuitive healer based in the UK. Hello and welcome to my channel. We have a new backdrop. Well, temporary. Well, it's a work in progress, so bear with. So, welcome. Today I wanted to talk and give you some tips around feeling safe. So, my new series, Feeling Safe in an Uncertain World, starts today as this video goes live. So, if you're not joining me, where have you been? What are you doing? Sign up, because if you sign up this week, you will be included in the 2 live calls. I've added a second. Yes, news. So we're now doing at least 3 weeks of sessions. They might be daily. I don't know. There might be insight videos. I don't know. I always just follow the energy of the series. But I'll guarantee there'll be at least 3 sessions for 3 weeks. So there'll probably be about 12 sessions is my guess. But, we might go 4 weeks. We might just get really intense over 3. I don't know. We're going to go and see where we get to. Meanwhile, on top of the sessions, you're going to get 2 live calls with me to do some one-on-one facilitation and group facilitation and have a bit of a conversation about feeling safe as well, because I think that's important. And you can have a one-on-one session with me. It's a distance remote audio session, but that is included too. So how does it get any better than that? So I'm excited to get started with this series today. And as you're watching this video, I've probably already done today's session, but you can still jump in if you want to and join us. So today I wanted to talk about feeling safe because I think it is such a great topic, and I thought, hey, I've already got a few tips and thoughts on this, so let's dive in. Obviously, the series is going to clear out a lot more. So, my first top tip for feeling safe is breathe. I know you're going to tell me, Eloise, I'm breathing already, but breathe. Just pause, close your eyes, put your hands on your body, put your feet flat on the floor, and take a few deep breaths. If you're in the middle of having a little bit of a wobble, or you're not feeling safe for whatever reason, obviously if you're in danger, don't do this, but if you are genuinely not safe, but if you are safe but your body or your mind thinks you're not, take some breaths. Now, what you can do is put your back, if you're stood up and you have a room where you have wall space, is go and put your back against a wall. And actually, I've heard this from a few different people. You just look from one side of the room and scoot your eyes around to the other side of the room, and seeing that you're safe and that there's no danger in the room can often settle down your nervous system as well. So, if the breathing doesn't work, try that. That can really calm down your nervous system. And, it's something you can go and Google. There's many ways to calm the nervous system down. The Cortices technique from the Body Talk system is amazing. I will put a link below to a video I recorded many years ago in a field teaching that. So go and check that out. That's a great way of taking your brain out of overwhelm, and that can help you to feel safe. So using that tool daily, or even just when you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable, can be very helpful. And there's loads of videos of Body Talk practitioners teaching the Cortices technique. So go away and Google them and see everybody's faces. Now, one thing that I sneakily use quite often is a very, biological thing. There's certain circumstances where your body, if it is in a fight or flight response, and we always talk about fight or flight, it's always running in the background, but sometimes it kind of takes over. And people talk about, when you're in fight or flight, but there's actually 5 Fs. One of them I probably can't mention here, but you can fight, you can freeze, you can faint or pretend to play dead, which is kind of the freezing and thingy, or you can flight and run away. There is another one that begins with F. Those of you might be able to work that one out. Uh, that is also another option that your body mind might come up with in a moment of panic. And look, the nervous system has that parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system running in parallel all the time, and we kind of flip between which one's kind of dominant. So we can get stuck in fight or flight responses for years and not even notice that we're in that stress state, and then we're never going to feel safe. So they're using these tools daily, even if you don't know that you're not feeling safe, or you might have an inkling that you might be in fight or flight. Doing it every day is going to take you into more of a calm state. Now, obviously, you can do things like meditation, go for a walk, move your body, drink some water. All the basics are going to help you feel more safe and secure in your life and your body. But when you're in fight or flight response, there are certain systems of the body that get kind of downgraded. And one of them is your digestive system. So, as far as your body is concerned, if you're eating, you're safe because you must be. You wouldn't be eating if you were being chased by a tiger. So, not everyone's favourite thing, but chewing gum can make your body think that you're safe. So, if you're like driving and you're a bit of a nervous driver, book a session, because I have resolved that for so many people. So it's one of those quirks that people put in the room, and then I do a session and their fear of driving disappears. So it might be worth booking. Can't guarantee I'll do it in one session, but I have done it a few times for people. So if you have a fear of driving, maybe book. But if you have a fear of driving, why not chew gum while you're driving? Now, I quite often chew gum anyway. Just, partly because it calms me down, but partly because it's just, it's fun, gives me something to do. I'm quite one of those people that, sometimes needs a little bit more stimulus to feel calm. So sometimes it's useful for that perspective. That's not the only reason why I chew gum, because all my friends that see me chew gum are going to think I'm stressed out all the time now. But it is from a biological perspective. If you're eating, your body thinks you're safe. So you can use this to your advantage. So if you are a nervous driver, try chewing gum, because it might actually help calm your system down a little bit. Because driving is a scary thing, especially if you're on a motorway. People are zooming past you, obviously in the UK at exactly 70 miles per hour. It's dangerous. I mean, like the mind boggles. We're just driving around in these little tin cans. Well, they used to be tin cans when I was a child, and we didn't have seatbelts and all the rest of it. But now, health and safety has taken over. So driving is a lot safer. However, to our body mind, we can get really triggered, especially if you've got someone around you whose brain is not wired very well and they have no spatial awareness. And we've all been near a driver when you're like, I think I'm just going to hold back here and let them go by because they seem like they don't know what they're doing. Your intuition is going to be your best friend driving. Driving's great, it's fun, but to your nervous system, it can be a little bit scary. So you might want to look at things that make you feel calm. Some people like listening to a podcast, some people like listening to music, having a sing along, anything that helps calm you down is going to be awesome. Anyway, so you can chew gum at any time. If you're walking home late at night, chew gum. I tend to rely on my intuition for everything. So I tend to feel safe because of that. I've had so many times, I quite happily walk around late at night, but I will ask my intuition which route to go. And sometimes it's just almost like I feel a hand on my back telling me to walk a little bit faster. And that's what I do. I really kind of follow that energy. I've had it happen quite a few times over the years, and I hardly ever get any trouble. And normally you'd stick to routes where there are a lot of people, but sometimes my intuition is like, nah, go the quiet route tonight. And that doesn't always make logical sense. Now, if it's late at night, I will tend to catch a bus because that's more practical. But if there aren't any, or something's going on, I quite enjoy walking, so I will. But I will tune into my intuition. If my intuition tells me it's time to leave and go, I will honour that. If my intuition tells me, get a cab, I'll get a cab. My safety is my number one concern. And so I'm going to follow that intuitive nudge. I think we all need to do that, especially single ladies in those kind of moments. So there's practical ways that we can be safe in the world. We need to take care of ourselves and be practical. But even when we're being in those places, sometimes we can feel a little unstable and unsafe. And we might feel unsafe with our finances, with our relationship, with our friend group, at work. I've had jobs where I've had horrible environments and issues with my boss or something going on. And like I had one job where if I made it to the car before I started crying at the end of the day, it was a good day. Sometimes I didn't make it out the office before I started crying because it was just so much stress all day, and it was too much. So time to move on, get a new job. But we don't notice. Sometimes the stress is obvious and it's with us, and that can make us feel really unsafe and insecure. But sometimes it's more subtle. I run my own business. When you run your own business, in the early days, your finances are all over the place. You never know if money's coming in or not. And that is stressful, especially when you've been running your business for like decades in that position. That kind of survival state, it is stressful and tiring for the nervous system. So we need to have outlets to let us relax and feel safe. So make a list of all the things that make you feel safe and try and do some of those things on a regular basis, because our self-care is really important. And our number one need as a human being, if you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, is safety. So we need to find things that make us feel safe and secure. And that might be chatting to your best friend on the phone for 10 minutes every day. It might be having really wholesome, lovely meals. It might be going for a walk and seeing the sun every day. There's so many ways that we can feel safe and secure, connecting with the earth, hugging a tree. These things can be very beneficial to us and our nervous systems. So we need to acknowledge them, even if they seem a little silly. If to you it makes you feel safe, then it's worth investing the time, because all these little things can build up and make us feel more safe and secure in the world. And if you're struggling, please reach out for help. There's always phone numbers for helplines in whatever area of the world you are. There's online support. So reach out to people if you need some support and help, if you haven't got anyone to talk to, because our mental health is very important, and that will help us feel safe and secure as well. Okay, my brain is empty. I think I've exhausted all my initial thoughts here. Have you got a way that makes you feel safe? Please share it in the comments below this video. Like, share, contribute. Love to hear from you. If you want to book a session, get rid of those driving fears, please do. If you want to join me for feeling safe in an uncertain world, please sign up. You have to sign up for the 28th of May to be included in the live sessions. That's the deadline. But we are starting today, so excited. Anyway, take care, have a great week, and I will see you next Monday. Bye.